Hi everyone. I'm going to show you the picture from the book in our 50 States book, all about Oklahoma. So you can take a look while I'm reading it. Unfortunately, that got cut off, but I have the book in front of me that I'll read. So it says, "Welcome to the Sooner State. Of all the 9 panhandle states, Oklahomans would argue that theirs most closely resembles the handle of a cooking pan. And Okies sure know how to cook. The lip-smacking official state meal includes chicken fried steak, fried okra, squash, cornbread, barbecued pork, biscuits, sausage and gravy, grits, corn on the cob, black-eyed peas, strawberries, and pecan pie." Ooh, it's a lot of food. Oklahoma is home to the second largest Native American population of any state, with headquarters for 39 of America's tribal nations, as well as 25 different Native American languages spoken. The 46th state has the largest diversity of tribes in the country. The Sooner State boasts outdoor marvels of all kinds, including the lava rocks of the Black Mesa State Park and seemingly endless prairies, which today are covered in wind farms. It's not rare to hear the phrase, "hold on to your hat," in Oklahoma, where, in the words of the state song, the wind comes sweeping down the plain. All right, so take a look at the key facts, and I'm going to just zoom it in a little more so you can see it. All right, so the capital is Oklahoma City. Largest cities are Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Norman. Bird is the scissor-tailed flycatcher who we met. Named for the Choctaw phrase Oklahoma, meaning red people. Statehood date November 17, 1907. Statehood order 46. Flower is mistletoe. Sounds like we have conflicting, because I know in the website it said Oklahoma rose. You know what? On my booklet here, I have both of them. So it'd be mistletoe / Oklahoma rose. So you can do both. Or just write one of them. That's fine. All right. Postal code is OK. I like that one. Region is Southwest. Main time zone Central. And their tree is the redbud. And their motto is "Labor conquers all things." So that's the state motto. In Latin, it means "Labor omnia vincit." Labor conquers all things. All right, let's take a look up here at moments to remember. So it says in 8500 to 1300, Spiro Indians built hundreds of complex burial mounds filled with artworks and artifacts of their powerful society. April 22nd, 1889. That's a big jump in time. In the first land rush, some 50,000 white settlers raced across unassigned lands to claim homesteads. Some settlers, called Sooners, rush in before the official signal is given, leading to the state's nickname. May 1909, the first Boy Scout troop in America is formed in Pawhuska. They rescue a kitten from under a rock ledge, which turns out to be a skunk. Oh boy. November 4th, 1938, David Randolph Milston is inspired to write "Howdy Folks" about his friend, the actor and newspaper columnist Will Rogers. It later becomes the state poem. May 25th, 1973, to honor the Native American tribes of his home state, Oklahoma, astronaut William Pegg of Choctaw descent carries a specially designed flag aboard NASA's Skylab 2. December 14th, 1985, Wilma Mankiller becomes the first woman to serve as the Cherokee tribe's chief, improving the government, healthcare, and education systems. December 8, 1996, ballerina Maria Tallchief receives a Kennedy Center honor for lifetime achievements. April 2013, Oklahoma City opens a Century chest time capsule filled with items residents in 1913 paid $3 per inch to include. March 24, 2014, Cherokee Nation Remembrance Day is established to honor those forced from their homes during the 1838 Trail of Tears. Now let's meet some of the famous people from Oklahoma. There's Maria Tallchief. She was born in 1925 and died in 2013, born in Fairfax. This skilled dancer was the first Native American prima ballerina. Kristen Chenoweth, she was born in 1968, and I greatly respect her as a singer. This performer started out singing gospel in Broken Arrow and has since starred in Wicked, Glee, and more. So if you're into Wicked, she was the original role of Glinda. She's so talented. So anyway, I'm a big fan. And then we have Elizabeth Warren, and she was born in 1949, and this U.S. Senator was born in Oklahoma City and was her family's first college graduate. Moving over. Oh, and she also was running for president at a time, but she didn't get the nomination, so she's not in the election anymore, but she did go for it. So that her name has been out there lately too, if you've heard of her. And we have Bill and Carol Wallace. They're born in 1947. I guess Bill died in 2012. However, Carol is still alive. She was born in 1948. As a team and individually, this children's book duo has authored some 55 books. Both grew up in Chickasha. And then we have Jim Thorpe, Bright Path. He was born in 1888 and died in 1953. This Native American football, basketball, and track and field athlete was born on a farm in Prague. So those are some of our famous people from Oklahoma. I'm sure there's a lot more. So let's start in our little panhandle here. We've got the Black Mesa State Park. Horned lizards now roam where outlaws once hid. And we have Beaver Dunes State Park. Dune buggy riders flock to the 300 acres of sandhills in Oklahoma's panhandle. Fire and Dust Interpretive Trail, a rock dugout house and a working windmill show what life was like for homesteaders in the Black Kettle grassland. And then we have Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge, the free-roaming buffalo, where here are descendants of those bred in a zoo in New York. So down here, the Comanche National Museum celebrates the heroics of World War II code talkers who sent secret battle messages based on their tribal language. Oh yeah, that's a really interesting story. I think we read that, I don't remember when, but at some point when I was teaching, we read about the Navajo code talkers. That was really cool. Wind farm. In 2013, Oklahoma generated enough energy from wind to power 1 million homes. Turner Falls, a 77-foot-tall waterfall, is one of many geological wonders in the area. Showman's Rest, the Mount Olivet Cemetery, has a special section for circus performers who would spend the winter in the town of Hugo. Then we have the Kiamichi Mountains. Local lore claims Bigfoot lives here, and nearby Honobia has an annual Bigfoot festival. The Spiro Mounds are one of the most important Native American sites in the nation. We have Okmulgee Invitational Rodeo, bull riding, calf roping, and steer wrestling abound at the nation's oldest African American rodeo. Toy and Action Figure Museum. Wow, 13,000 action figures, bat cave, and superhero underwear. Bam! Let's move it up here. So we have the Cherokee Heritage Center. This Park Hill Museum celebrates Cherokee culture, history, and language. Where the red fern grows. Heads up, you'll be reading about this in 6th grade. You guys read this book. Author Wilson Rawls set this novel featuring 2 hunting dogs in the Ozark Mountains where he grew up. The National Rod and Custom Car Hall of Fame in Afton features 50 custom-built cars by hot rod designer Daryl Starbird. Prima ballerina Maria Tallchief spent her early years in the Osage Reservation. And the Jasmine Morin Children's Museum. At this museum in Seminole, kids can perform heart surgery on a model. Let's move it up here. Totem Pole Park. The centerpiece of this folk art collection stands 90 feet tall and rests on a concrete turtle. Price Tower Art Center. Frank Lloyd Wright designed this, his only skyscraper, to look like a tree that escaped the forest. And Pioneer Woman Monument. This 17-foot tall, 12,000-pound bronze statue in Ponca City celebrates the women who helped build Oklahoma. And then a little zoom in of Tulsa. Woody Guthrie Center, this political folk singer of This Land Is Your Land. You know that song, right? Was born in Okemo. I can't really read that. Let me look at my book real quick. In Okemo. Okay. Golden Driller, the state monument, is dedicated to the people of the petroleum industry. And then Gilcrease Museum, Allen Hauser's sculpture Sacred Rain Arrow greets visitors to this massive museum. And we zoom on down just to this little portion, and that's Oklahoma City zoomed in. We have the Oklahoma State Capitol, and this is the world's only state house surrounded by working oil wells. We have Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. Find out about all things cowboy, including why the sides of a Stetson curve up to stay out of the way of a rope. Pioneer Parking. In 1935, Oklahoma City installed the world's first parking meter. It cost a nickel an hour. So I think that is it for our map here and our book. The only other thing I need to mention to you is state fish was not mentioned as the white bass. State insect is the honeybee. I know, shocker. And let's see, the area is 68,667 square miles. The highest point is 4,973 feet, and the lowest point is 289 feet. And I think that's it. I think you got the rest from the book or the website. Feel free to look up the state seal. It does look different than the flag. So I would definitely look that up. Kind of zoom in on that. And that is it for Oklahoma. So hopefully you'll want to go there someday. I know I do now. All right. That is all.